for staying by, watching and subscribing to my videos. Now, if you look at the caption of this video, say, can skit makers, if you like, content creators, legally wear army uniform or police, as the case may be? So we have seen cases where maybe people like Sabinos and other content creators, they either wear police uniform and camouflage or army. So, and even in the course of doing that, they even see some officers that saw that they didn't do anything to them. So what happened? Why were they not harassed or arrested, as the case may be? Now, the answer to that question is simply yes. Skit makers, content creators can wear army or police uniform, but there are conditions that you must follow. First and foremost, before we talk about that, let us look at what the law says generally about civilians wearing police camouflage, armor camouflage, or uniform, or any part of it. Now, remember, Nigeria practices two or dual criminal justice system. The southern part of Nigeria has their own law. The northern part of Nigeria have their own law. So, in the southern part, I'm talking about the south, the southeast, and the southwest. Yes. While the northern part, I'm talking about the north central, northeast, and then the northwest. Now, in the southern part of Nigeria, it is the Criminal Code Act. That is the law that defines that. Now, Section 110, that is Section 1110 of that act, clearly prohibits civilians from wearing police or army uniform. In fact, it is a criminal offense. It's not just maybe a breach of, it is a criminal offense, punishable by law. So what that section says, Section 110 of the Criminal Code Act, it says anyone who is not serving in the armed forces of Nigeria and that person wears uniform or any part of it, yes, or any dress having the appearance of bearing distinctive marks of the military, including camouflage, is guilty of an offense. Yes, if you wear anything that, that even if it is just a tiny crest that has the camouflage of or the sign of the military of the army, you are guilty of an offense. And the punishment for it is 1 month imprisonment, though it's ridiculous, and then a fine of 10 naira. Yes, 10 naira. So, this law had been made over many years ago. So these are some of the laws that need to be amended in Nigeria. So the fine is just 10 naira. Then in the penal code, that is the northern part of Nigeria, is still the same punishment. The same punishment. Now, however, and if you look at the criminal law of Lagos State, yes, they amended that particular punishment for it. So the criminal law of Lagos State increased the punishment to 2 years imprisonment. So, most of these content creators and skit makers, most of them are in Lagos. So they increased it to 2 years. So if you are in Lagos and you are a skit maker, you are a content creator, so you have to be very careful before you wear that particular uniform. So if you wear it in such a way that it will bring contempt or ridicule or embarrassment to the Nigerian army or police, you are also guilty of this offense. So now, what are the exceptions? What are the circumstances or the situations where you can wear this uniform or or dress, as the case may be. Is it the cap or the dress or the boot or the trouser or the shirt or the full attire? There are two exceptions or two circumstances. Number one is executive permission. The executive permission, that is, either the governor or the president will give you permission to wear it for whatsoever reason maybe you're applying for. And then number two is for entertainment and art. For entertainment purposes and art, that is where the content or skit makers comes in. So before you wear it, you must get permission. And then when you are on stage, when you are, that is a condition. You must be on stage when you are performing. Either you are shooting a skit, you are making comedy, you're a musician performing. You must be on stage before you can wear it. That is the only way the law protects you. I was in a police station, one anti-courtesan unit sometime 2 or 3 months ago to go and bail a client. So I was there, and the officers there brought in two boys, two young men. What was the offense? As they were passing the police checkpoint, on their way to their studio, they were musicians to go and shoot their song and record their song. So one of them was wearing army cap. One of them. So they stopped them and they brought them inside. They said, so they were looking at me as if I would come and do magic for them and all of that. Already they have broken the law. And one thing I noticed in that station is that they have the law there. They showed them section 100 and 119, okay, no, 109 and 110. They showed them. It is clearly written. They were guilty of it. So, but God just helped them, and they just showed them mercy. So I also heard a story about another person that is a comedian. He just wore it on his. So their own excuse was that the first example I gave was that they are musicians. They were going to to perform on the stage. That is not the right thing. Yes, even if you're a musician, you can put it inside your bag. Yes, put it inside your bag, and then when you get to your studio or the stage, you bring it out. So don't say because you're a musician or a content creator, therefore the law allows you. No, you cannot wear it anyhow. If you do so, you are looking for trouble. In fact, you have committed an offense, and the law can likely catch up with you. So you don't have all the luxury to be explaining yourself. I have connection. You want to call this? You don't need to do all of that. You don't need to put yourself in that kind of situation. So you have to use wisdom, be wise. The law allows you to do it, but with permission. Or you're a content creator, you must use it on stage. You must use it on stage when you are performing. So don't say because you're a content creator and then you want to wear it anyhow, anytime. No, the law will catch up with you. Yeah, somebody in the comment section is asking where I practice law. Yes, I actually practice law in Nigeria. Yes, I am a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Yes, thank you so much. And I also have a knowledge of international laws, contracts, and all of that. Okay, so this video is for people that are wearing army camouflage without permission. It is an offense. Thank you so much for staying by. So this just came to my mind today, and I just really I should drop it here for us to be aware. Thank you. I appreciate your support, your subscriptions. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, comment, like, share, and thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.